Alright, so, here's the next episode review of Supergirl, and yeah, I've actually been really liking this show. I have, it's just been a lot of fun. I've been, enjoying, as much as I know, that this is the last, this is the last time we're gonna see Superman for a while. And also, it looks like a lot of the this is also kind of a way of all the other actors being like, yeah, we need to leave the show because CW can't pay us. So, yeah, it does seem like, yeah, that that's the case. Like, that's the real case. Is that, yeah, some of these characters you won't see a lot of anymore because CW doesn't have the same money for them. Anyway, I just find that funny. So yeah, let's talk a bit about this episode. And man, was this really good! I really enjoyed. I really loved the hell out of this episode. I thought it was a lot of fun. We get to see more of Superman, Kara and Clark hanging out, and I love seeing those two actors together. They really played off each other. It made you really feel like they were family. Finally seeing a Superman done right on television in a long time made me go, man, why can't we just have a Superman show? Can we just have, I know we're getting Krypton, and that's supposed to be, Krypton is supposed to be set thousands of years in the past, though. So why can't we have, a regular Superman show? Just do this. Just consistently do this. Anyway, so I do like how in here we get to see more of Metallo, and it looks like Cadmus will be the big villain. Now, Cadmus was mentioned last season. Yeah, Cadmus was mentioned last season. And the story behind that was, yeah, it looks like Cadmus in here won't be a government agency. It'll instead be like a kind of, I guess you could say, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's like Hydra now. I guess not Hydra, it's more like a terrorist organization. I wouldn't say Hydra because, well, there was that one mole, but I don't know. I guess it's not a government-funded agency. It's more like, yeah, it's just a underground terrorist organization now. And I'm cool with it. I mean, they already have Argus, so but I kind of preferred if Cadmus was a black, still part of the government, like Cadmus was formed out of the ashes of Argus after, well, on the other hand, I just remembered, and I know someone's going to comment already, but wait a minute, it's on a different Earth, so Argus didn't exist. Okay. Yes, thank you. I suddenly remembered, oh yeah, they're not in the same universe. I forgot. Sorry guys, I totally forgot. But yeah, although I would have preferred that Cadmus still was a government agency, and maybe having that, yeah, they just were a government agency that went too far. And again, that could be the case of the story. That could be the case of these characters, is that, yeah, it was a government agency, but the new president, Linda Carter's character, the Madam President, was like, yeah, you guys are a little too extreme. We don't want you. Yeah, we just do not want you here. Please leave. And the director of Cadmus was like, I am gonna do evil things to these aliens. So, anyway, yeah, we also get more of the dynamic between Jean and Clark, and seeing them hang out in the Fortress of Solitude for a brief moment. I really dug that. We even get to see Keelix! Oh my god, it was so cool to see Keelix again. Keelix, for those who are unaware, Keelix is the robot, Superman's robot that tends to the Fortress of Solitude in some of the continuities. I think they have Keelix around several times in a lot of the newer comics. But yeah, Keelix is the caretaker, the robotic caretaker of the Fortress of Solitude. Yeah. And I like the design of Keelix in here. Yeah, also, I really understand that, yeah, we don't get to see a lot of Martian Manhunter unless it was fighting, which we do, and seeing them fight the other Metallo, and I'll get to Metallo in a moment. But yeah, I guess, again, it's the budget thing that's making them go, yeah, we can't do the Martian Manhunter effect all the time. I don't know if the actor could stand the prosthetics. Anyway, So let's talk a bit about Metallo. Metallo was really cool in here. I like how, even though it's a low budget, we don't get to see him like fully robotic, like a full on android. I was kind of thinking they'd go like a liquid metal thing, because you did see liquid metal go into his body, but then they still did a Terminator like thing where you still see that his endoskeleton is still robotic. You still get to see that kind of robotic shell under him. So, I guess it's still a Terminator thing. I also like how that he could do like a energy blast from his body. I don't know how I felt about having two Metallos, honestly. I was like, really, two Metallos? Alright. I mean, it would make sense if you could fight, where'd you get enough kryptonite to do that? I mean, I know they stole it, but I wish they said this is how much kryptonite we can use. And unfortunately, it wasn't a lot, so we can only build the one. But hey, also in the final battle, I was kind of hoping that Corbin fought Superman, because, he's Superman's villain. But yeah, I understand, it's a Supergirl show. I fully acknowledge that. It was a lot of fun, and I know Corbin was basically playing, I'm the evil man! Yeah. That's kind of that's the extent of it. There wasn't any much character to Corbin outside of being an enemy to to the Kryptonians. But I was like, I don't care. The action scenes were pretty good. I really enjoyed them for both Superman and Supergirl's fights respectively. Seeing Martian Manhunter fight was a lot of fun. Also, I like the underlying story of Kara trying to balance out her life with Superman, with Superman and Supergirl. Her sister Alex. And I really enjoy that moment, because this made me go, this Wynn guy I'm actually liking. When he, most of you guys know that I compare him to, Felicity 2, but then he did something amazing. He did something amazing so briefly. There's a moment, Alex is basically angry at Superman because, she feels like, I was your family, not him. And then when she's venting to Wynn, I think that to Toyman Jr., as I call him. I've literally forgotten his name so many times. But then he says, look, it's not a matter of, scorekeeping, because I was in foster home to foster home after my dad went to prison, because, my dad was a fucking supervillain. So, he basically says, it doesn't matter the scorekeeping, what matters is that you're there for them. And I was like, oh my god, you gave advice, you didn't cry, you didn't, make it about you. You made it, you gave good advice, and you still had jokes. You're better than Felicity! I like you! Yeah, that one moment made me go, oh my god, you're a Felicity that works! You don't make it about you, you don't burst into tears for no fucking reason, you don't, oh my god, is this possible? I'm having I'm having in my mind right now the Ode to Joy music playing in my head. Da 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 da. We found a good Felicity. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Felicity in season 1 and 2 was good. Then I'm talking about post season 2 Felicity. Anyway, so I do like that underlying story, and we do get to see a new character, Snapper Carr. Now, if you don't know who Snapper Carr is, Snapper is kind of like he was like DC's Jimmy Olsen. He was like I guess you could say he was the Justice League sidekick. He could snap his fingers and teleport. Yeah, it was strange. It was strangely weird. Comics are weird sometimes, people. But in here, he's like a Ben Urich / Jameson type character for Kara, and I'm wondering how that dynamic's gonna go. Are they gonna make him like Jameson, or are they gonna make him like Urich? But yeah, he is bald. He is angry. He is not happy, and in one way, I can see why he's not happy with Kara, because everyone on his staff fought to get into their positions. She was just given, she felt entitled and got in because Kat said, "Oh, she's good, take her." So yeah, if I was that guy, I'd be a little pissed off too. Like, yeah, I had to claw and fight my way to the top. You just got in on word of mouth. I'm not going to be nice to you. Yeah. Speaking of Cat Grant, at first, in the opening episodes, I really didn't like this character, but as we see more and more of her, I'm like, and now that the character's leaving the show for a little bit, I was like, I'm gonna miss this character. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm gonna miss Cat Grant. She was like a Zordon type. She was like a Zordon in a way to her, or better put, a Yoda for Kara. And I do love that final moment between her and Supergirl. I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss it. I even love the moment with her and Cat hugging, and I was like, this is really good. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this episode was a lot of fun. I'm interested to see where they're gonna go with Cadmus, and the next episode we're gonna see the awakening of Mon-El, and it looks like we're also gonna get Miss Martian as well. And I'm wondering what Miss Martian's role is, because you see her blasting Supergirl, so I'm wondering how that's gonna go. And I'm wondering how Mon-El is going to tie into all this and see where they go with that character in the show. So I'm really excited to see where they're going to go with Mon-El. I know he's not a villain, but he's very confused and scared right now, more or less. That's what I'm trying to get at, is that he's probably terrified right now. But yeah, also, if you're wondering, Mon-El is not a Kryptonian. He's what is known as a Daxamite. The Daxamites are like a subspecies of Kryptonians who, instead of being weak to kryptonite, they're instead weak to lead. So literally, a lead pencil could kill him. You shoot him with you throw a lead pencil at him, it'll kill him. Anyway, so there you go, guys. I've been really enjoying the past 2 episodes of Supergirl. Have been really good. Hopefully, it can stay like this. And yeah. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what did you guys think of the newest episode of Supergirl? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.